All right, so we're getting ready to start the final stretch of part 1 of season 3 here with episode 10. In the last episode, the Reiss Titan had been defeated, and it appears that Kenny's getting ready to inject himself with that Titan serum and become a Titan while he's facing off against Levi. So you know what? Let's just get straight to it. All right, so it looks like we're starting out here in the Capitol. They're building some kind of structure outside of this Capitol wall. Oh, they're dropping a banner here. Is this like a new banner for the nation now under the new leadership of Historia Reiss? And there's that cavern out at the old Reiss Chapel, or the hole in the ground where the cavern once was. I guess it's not a cavern if it's all crunched, and all those dead bodies, assuming they're from the Kenny squad. And here it is, Levi looking through them. So this is before the cliffhanger they left us on at episode 9. Oh, they found Kenny. They're letting Levi know they found Kenny. Okay. All right, so a little cold opening just showing us quite literally just a few minutes before the Levi-Kenny confrontation where it looked like Kenny was getting ready to jab himself with the Titan serum. And we're into the intro, so hopefully they'll take us straight there, or maybe they'll sidetrack us on another interesting topic. Friends is the name of this episode. So is this going to have Ross and Monica, Rachel? Okay, what do we got here? Oh, is this Kenny with just a dagger getting picked up in the hand of a Titan? Oh, I think we're getting some of Kenny's thoughts. Is that... Oh, yeah, that's Yuri. Yes, that's Rod's brother when he was still alive. And he just partially transformed to get an arm to pick up Kenny. Okay, showing how Kenny came to know a lot of the things he knows. And I guess that's Rod with the rifle on him. A young Rod. Yeah, Yuri's going to spare Kenny here. Oh, claiming somebody told Kenny about them. So they want to discover who told Kenny about the whole Titan situation. I kind of want to know this too. He was sent to assassinate Yuri? This is strange. This doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, he's picked up. He's an Ackerman. Oh, okay. Saying he wasn't sent by anybody else. It's like in the Ackerman nature there. Oh, he's going to throw it! Yuri blocked it with his wrist. That's pretty gruesome. It went like right through Yuri's forearm there. Oh no, now Kenny's begging for some forgiveness. He's figured out Yuri's the king. A little bit late for that. Oh, begging for another chance. I guess this is when he swears loyalty. Say next time he'll attack you in his sleep. Really having some horrible thoughts about Yuri here. Wanting to put poo-poo in his skull. Oh boy, thinking about the family's grudge and carrying on. Okay, where's this going next? I like this. Is this whole episode a Kenny backstory? I'm certainly curious about Kenny. Oh, and Yuri pulling himself out of the Titan carcass there. Yeah, pointing out the Ackermans are not susceptible to the memory skill that the Reiss family has. But I think we already knew that. They're one of those noble lines. Their memory can't be erased because of bloodlines. He's got a pistol here pulled on Yuri, but Yuri's like just chilling out. Oh, he's even saying he can kind of relate to Kenny's hatred and the Ackerman family's persecution. It's kind of the Reiss family's fault to a degree, but he says, unfortunately, I can't die now. Wow. This is cool. Yuri asking for forgiveness. This is some interesting mind game stuff going on with that dagger still shoved through his forearm. You know that's gotta hurt. Feels bad that he can't build a paradise inside the walls. How much of this is manipulation? You know, I love that manipulation versus motivation. I guess you'd call that diorama. Yeah, Kenny was really affected by this show of submission by Yuri here. This apology. Oh man, some kind of weird emotional control over Kenny here in that moment. Oh, so somebody did tip Kenny off to Rod Reiss and the secret behind the walls. He replaced the person. I guess he killed him and took his place on the council. He's now the Reiss family dog. But it ended the Ackerman persecution, so I can understand his motivation there. Oh, still he liked to work at night as Kenny the Ripper. Oh, it looks like he's in the underground city there that Levi used to live in. Oh, wow, he's looking for his sister. Okay, so now we're going to see where he got Levi. Apparently his sister was sick in the brothel, so she wasn't bringing in much cash. Ooh, oh, she does not look good. Oh, she's gaunt. She looks like she's got tuberculosis or something. Consumption, as the old folks would call it. So she's not bringing in the cash because she looks unhealthy. I mean, come on. Be a very specific type of customer to hire her. And look at how sickly Levi looks here. The poor kid. Just look at him. It's hard to believe that this guy became Levi, but also maybe it explains his stunted growth a little bit, why he's smaller than the others. Maybe why he has such a youthful appearance despite being very old, according to what people tell me. Very old's a relative term. He's much younger than me. Is Kenny going to kill his sister, put her out of her misery? Kuchel. Kuchel is her name. That's an unusual name. Look at this. Just sliding down on the wall for a minute. He's a little depressed at the situation his sister's in. Oh, yeah, and he's not telling Levi his last name here. Not telling Levi that he's his uncle, just a mysterious guy that came to get him. And I guess because of the persecution that Ackerman's faced, that was the only work that his sister could get. Wow, he's feeding Levi, going to plump him up a little bit with that bread there. He's eating that bread like Sasha with a potato. But yeah, said he didn't want to be a parent, but he still wanted to teach him. Of course, the things Kenny teaches you are like how to use a knife. But boy, Levi looks bad when he's young. Does not look healthy. Poor kid. Helping him to survive in the literal underground, as we talked about in that Levi OVA. Oh, yeah, I like this. I'm kind of respecting Kenny's choices here to let Levi decide for himself if he wanted to remain underground or go above. And we know how that played out. He wound up with the Scouts. Praying in the church here. Kenny apologizing to this guy who's with the interior military police for all of his friends that he killed. I guess this is when they formed that anti-personnel squad that Kenny leads. Oh, Sanus, that's the one that Hanji tortured and had in the cell and everything. Okay, this is interesting. How's he going to answer his question for why he's so loyal to the king? His answer's who knows. Oh, I like this. You follow strength. You want to be strong, you follow strength. But I don't know if I believe him. Oh, wow, we should see Levi becoming vicious here. He's curb stomping some guy kid that he got in a fight with. I don't know, he looked like a guy, not a kid. Yeah, that's an adult that Levi's pounding on. Yeah, Levi establishing himself as the big dog on the block in the underground. I guess this is when Kenny decided Levi was strong enough to survive on his own and left him there. Oh, Yuri's talking about being sick. Yeah, Yuri doesn't look good. I don't understand. Maybe it's something about the Reiss bloodline. These Titans aren't immortal. That's a way to ensure they have to pass it on after a set amount of time. Let's say 30 years or something. But you are immortal in the fact that they take your memories and personality and convictions with them. But yeah, he's aged much faster than Rod. So maybe that's why Rod never wanted the Titan power. He didn't want to age and die young and have to pass it on. He wanted to have a long reign. I see. Oh, and Yuri's saying how this is all going to crash. He wanted to build paradise, but it's all going to come crashing around their ankles, their feet, and he's warning Kenny about it. Maybe trying to take advantage of Kenny's violent nature here, it looks like. Yeah, it seems like Yuri really believes Kenny's a friend, but I think Kenny's just trying to use an opportunity here. He would have put poo-poo in his skull had he not been squeezed by that big... I wonder if Kenny would have put his own poo-poo in Yuri's skull, or if he would have found somebody else's poo-poo to put in the skull. I don't know which is worse. Yeah, he never saw eye to eye with Yuri about some of his goals. But Yuri's looking young again here when he's sacrificing himself to Frida. His hair wasn't gray there, so I don't know what's going on with his hair color. But the monster got passed on to Frida, and Kenny was there to witness it. Yeah, those eyes look distinct. I guess he sees a similarity to what he saw in Yuri's eyes when she took on, Yuri's founding Titan power. So we're going to learn a little bit more about Frida's nature and what was going on with her. Yeah, he's seeing how somebody obtains the power, it changes who they are. Once again, another reason Rod may have wanted to dodge it, but also I think the limited lifespan that it implies Yuri had because of the power. Here he is introducing himself to the police as Kenny the Ripper and telling them how many police whose throats he slit. Wow, staring him down and saying, "I kill your kind." That he's going to be in charge of the anti-personnel control squad because he's good at being anti-personnel, or at least anti-person. No volunteers. Hey, you got a crazy killer that's your boss and not somebody with military history. Is that Caven? I think that's Caven. Yeah, she realizes they're squabbling over what's left rather than trying to deal with the Titans. So she wants to be in the team that's going to be the best squabblers. Yeah, she seems kind of nihilistic. It's all pointless anyway. Kenny likes that. That nihilism is what he's looking for in a squad member. Oh, he almost looks like Dracula there with that grin and his hands all crunched up as he approaches her. Oh, wow. He's telling him now that he's not actually the person the council thinks he is or that the Reiss family thinks he is. He has a grand dream. Oh, because he wants to take over he wants to take over that King Titan power and rival a god. Talking about all the others had become compassionate, but he wonders if he would not become compassionate. You know, it's funny, the perspective, because from some of the other people's perspective, it seems they lost their compassion. From Kenny's perspective, it seems like they gained a certain measure of compassion. I like it that this isn't absolute. We're getting a tiny bit of like a Rashomon effect. Depending on where you're standing, you're going to see it differently. And here we are, back. Kenny's at the tree. This is where Levi found him. So now are we going to see what happens? Are we going to see if he actually stabs himself or not? All right. And Levi does have his OMD gear, his mobility gear. Oh, talking about Mikasa, Kenny, and Levi are all blood relatives, but there's a big question mark there as to how Mikasa is related to them. I can't wait for that mystery to unfold. All right, here's when he pulls out the syringe, right? Yep, there's the syringe. Let's see what happens next. I still think there's an outside chance that he stabs Levi with the syringe instead of himself. Yeah, he knows he'll become a dumb Titan and not a shifter, though. That's the problem. Wow, what if Kenny just himself decides that's not what he wants to do? I mean, he's still got to draw the serum up. The syringe is empty. I think Levi could stop him in his present condition without much of a challenge. Yeah, I like what Levi says. If you were going to inject yourself, you would have done it by now. So I'm not worried that you're going to do that. But he still might stab Levi. Oh, he's worried that if he doesn't inject it right, he could be just like Rod, all messed up, some abnormal, which he doesn't want to be. Of course, I don't know that you know the difference once you become a Titan. I don't think you care after the fact. I want to see what Kenny does. He doesn't want to die. He wants power, but he's also afraid to inject himself, but he kind of wants to inject himself. He's thinking back to Yuri. Now he has insight to Yuri's mind after all this time. In his perhaps his final moments of life, he's having like total awareness to, the Dalai Lama told him that on the golf course. He's got that going for him. Oh, everybody he's met, drinking, women, religion, they're all the same. Family, the king, dreams. They're all holding on to something other than themselves. Yeah, that's what he says. Everyone has to be drunk on something to keep pushing on. If you don't have something to live for, then why live? Everybody's a slave to something. That's so profound. Am I becoming a slave to YouTube? Oh, wow, he's coughing up blood? Okay, so Levi's trying to get some useful information from Kenny before he dies, but Kenny doesn't have it. Oh, but he is going to tell him about the Ackermans. Okay. The Ackermans opposed the king because the king wanted to keep humanity trapped behind the walls. Oh, is he going to tell him he's his uncle here? Kenny calling him an idiot. Oh, so he let Levi know he's his uncle. This is the first verifiable family that Levi's known he has, and he's watching him die. Look at those eyes. The pain in those eyes when Kenny's walking away. Oh, wow. Kenny left him for his own good because he's not cut out to be someone's father. He's given him the syringe just in case. You never know when you might need this, Levi. I think he's dead. I'm going to say, in my eyes, that's some measure of redemption to a degree. At least we're getting insight into who Kenny is. And there was more to him there, I think, than was easy to realize. Oh, is that Historia being coronated? Wow, she looks so, like, regal there. That's what they were building. I guess that's the new sigil that Historia's taken on. And everybody's clapping for her because she killed the gigantic titan, but they don't know it was her father, do they? I love this. She has won the love of the people. Like, not only did it have value to her to stand up to her father, but look at what symbolism it has to get the people behind her as the sovereign. They love their queen now. Oh, she's asking specifically to kill so it was part of her plan to unite the people behind the walls and to stabilize them. She wanted to be the one who struck the killing blow. Now, there's no guarantee that she would be able to do it, but she did do it. And we talked, in the last review about all the reasons that was great. And she's doing that Attack on Titan salute, and I can't help but think that looks like jamming a syringe into your heart now, knowing the story of the Reiss family. Oh, she's going to go smack Levi? I know they joked about when she's queen, she can slap Levi. She's got to slap Levi to prove she's the queen. I don't know if I'd want to be queen if I had to do that. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Is she going to slap him? Oh, she's shaking a little bit. Here comes the rage. Oh. She just kind of gave him a little poke. Okay, that was good-natured. There wasn't much malice in there. Levi seems to appreciate it. He's grateful. I love this. I don't know if I've ever seen Levi say, like, thank you before. Beautiful. Oh, we're back with the Armored Titan? We're back with Reiner? What's going on here? There's Berthold. Where are we and what's going on? Oh, the Beast Titan. Oh, the Beast Titan's back talking about saving Annie. Their priority's getting Aaron, the coordinate. Ha ha! And there he is. I still think that's Ervin's father. Look at those glasses. That's the teacher. Ervin's father. Look at the 14-pack, the 19-pack. I counted them once. Yes! What a way to end episode 10. Only 2 episodes left in part 1 of season 3. So far, it's been everything that's been advertised. Having a blast. I love this episode. This whole episode was almost all like Kenny's death rattle. And I loved it. And I feel like I know Levi just a little bit better, know Kenny a lot better. That wonderful moment of Historia, seeing how her plans came to fruition, how the people get behind this warrior queen. And I'm starting to feel optimistic that maybe things are going to start to get better. But I also know there's another part to this season, and there's a whole final season. So it can't get that much better yet, right? Well, anyway, with all that, I just want to say I'm proud of you for watching anime, and I'll talk to you again soon.